Okay, good job, guys, if you've made it this far. This is the last two questions of day 2. Hopefully you guys are making some good progress. Let's look at question 13 first. This is what we call a qualitative graph because there are no numbers. So the lines are going to tell us a story by looking at, we're dealing with time and distance. So as they increase, as they decrease, they tell us a story. So here's what I want you to know. If there is a straight line like that, that is going to be representative of a constant speed. Constant speed, or maybe it might say a constant rate. If you were going to have, this could be anybody. This could be somebody walking. Let's say if it's somebody walking, here they're walking at a constant rate. Well, let's say all of a sudden that this line became a horizontal line like this. Well, this would mean that while time is still increasing, the distance is not. So that means that they've either stopped or they're standing still, right? So this is a speed, standing still. Now, maybe there's a second line. Maybe there's a second line that's just not quite as steep as the other one. That would be another constant speed. It would just be slower than the original speed. And then if you had maybe a line that was really steep, like so, that would be another constant rate or constant speed, this time much faster. So the steepness of the line represents, so this section and this section and this section represents the constant rate. When a line is flat, it represents no movement or stopping. So take those little clues and see whether A, B, C, or D is going to be the right answer for question 13. Now, on to 14, last question of day 2. I'm just going to do an example that's similar to the one that you're looking at, and you guys have done this many times. I would recommend just filling out all the angle measurements. So we know that vertical angles, or angles that are across, are equal. We know correspondings, or angles that we slide to, are equal. All right. Also, these two would be what we call alternate interior. The alternate exterior for an angle with 40 degrees here. So alternate meaning other side of the transversal, and exterior meaning on the outside of the parallel line. So this is also 40. Okay, now I believe the angle that they're asking you to find is this one right here. So what would the rest of these angles be? Well, I know that because this is a straight line, that this angle, these two angles together, this 40 and whatever this is, has to equal 180. Well, I know that 40 and 140 together equal 180. So that means this must be 140. And now we can go through the same process. If this is 140, then this is 140, which means this is 140, and so is this. So notice, when you have parallel lines cut by a transversal, you have two options for angles, right? 4 angles should be, in this case, 40, and then the other 4 should be another measurement, in this case, 140. And it looks like if we were doing this example, that X would equal 140 degrees. Now, your numbers will be different, but I think if you handle that question the same way, you should be able to get it pretty simply. All right. Well, miss you guys, miss helping you all in class, but hopefully this is helping you get these problems done. Congratulations in getting this far, day 2 done.